Hello, Big Blue Nation winners. Did anyone see this coming? Probably not even Pope. But let's get to the news. The ever-evolving landscape of college basketball recruiting has brought some significant changes to the Kentucky Wildcats prospects. Recently, two highly rated recruits, Kian Anthony and Trey McKinney, announced their final college choices, excluding Kentucky from consideration. On Thursday, five-star guard Trey McKinney revealed his top 10, and to the surprise of many, Kentucky was not among the options. McKinney's list includes Creighton, Georgetown, Miami, Michigan, Michigan State, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Oregon, UCLA, and USC. He had been a constant target for Kentucky since Mark Pope's arrival as head coach. In a June interview with KSR, McKinney's words reinforced the idea of a strong connection between the player and the program. I talked to Alvin Brooks. This is recent. When he got to Kentucky, Kentucky is one of the biggest schools in college basketball, so having them talk to me is a blessing. However, the fact that Kentucky wasn't included in his final list suggests that Pope and his team may have shifted their focus to other backcourt talents, considering the other high-profile names they're eyeing, such as Jasper Johnson, Darren Peterson, Braylon Mullins, Braden Burries, Mikel Brown Jr., and Caden Lewis. Kian Anthony, son of NBA legend Carmelo Anthony, also notably excluded Kentucky from his considerations, but this was less surprising. Anthony, a four-star guard, narrowed his list to 6 schools: USC, Rutgers, Ohio State, Auburn, Florida State, and Syracuse. Anthony was initially recruited by Kentucky during John Calipari's tenure, and there wasn't much indication that the program's interest remained strong after Calipari's move to Arkansas. These developments highlight the dynamic and often unpredictable nature of college basketball recruiting. For Kentucky, these exclusions open new opportunities and areas of focus. Mark Pope, who took the helm of the Wildcats with great expectations, has shown agility and strategy in his recruiting choices. Pope has brought a new vision and approach, maintaining Kentucky's tradition as a college basketball powerhouse while also adapting to the current changes and needs of the sport. The loss of McKinney and Anthony certainly represents a shift in the program's immediate expectations, but it can also be seen as an opportunity for Pope and his team to strengthen and solidify other areas of the roster. With several other top-tier recruits still in consideration, Kentucky's future looks promising. Pope's ability to identify and cultivate talent will be crucial to maintaining the program's elite status. Okay, but with Pope, we'll always be attracting top talents, don't you think? Talking about Jasper Johnson, one of the most promising talents of the class of 2025 is in the spotlight. Recently, Johnson narrowed his list of college choices to 5, including the Kentucky Wildcats, which remain a top option. The other schools on Johnson's list are North Carolina, Arkansas, Louisville, and Alabama. This shortlist is not just a formality. It marks the beginning of a crucial phase in Johnson's decision. According to Travis Branham of 247 Sports, Johnson plans to announce his final choice by the end of August, a moment eagerly anticipated by fans and analysts alike. Johnson shared some thoughts on Kentucky's recruitment. Mark Pope gives me the good message of being the hometown kid, Johnson told Branham. He's consistent with me. He tells me what he wants me to do and how I can fit into his offense. He really wants to coach me and wants to start his 2025 recruiting class with me. I met the team and got to watch them practice, so that was nice. He likes making three-pointers in the offense and wants me to come in and score. The connection between Johnson and Kentucky is deep and meaningful. He is a highly potential guard, standing out at Link Academy in Branson, Missouri, last season after playing at Woodford County High School. He recently announced his transfer to Overtime Elite for his senior season, a move that only heightened his profile and expectations. It's no secret that Johnson is a crucial recruit for Kentucky. Growing up in Versailles and being the son of former Kentucky football star Dennis Johnson, he brings an emotional and historical connection to the state. Additionally, he is one of the top players in his class, ranked 12th by 247 sports rivals and ESPN, and 15th by On3. Johnson's presence at Rupp Arena to watch La Familia defeat her that in the basketball tournament on Tuesday only reinforces his bond with the Kentucky program. However, the competition is fierce. Alabama and North Carolina are seen as the main rivals in the race for Johnson, both offering strong programs and enticing opportunities. Coach Mark Pope has proven effective in establishing a solid relationship with Johnson, presenting him with a clear vision of his potential role on the team. Pope emphasizes a three-point shooting style of play, an area where Johnson can shine and contribute significantly. Let's bring this guy in, Pope. Tanda, Yesufu. And should this guy come? Earlier today, the Wildcats celebrated their inclusion in the final list of 5 schools for 5-star guard Jasper Johnson. Now, another positive piece of recruiting news is emerging for Kentucky. Tanda Yesufu, one of the nation's top prospects, has also included the Wildcats in his final list of choices. According to Joe Tipton of On3, Yesufu, a 5-star wing, has narrowed his options to 10 schools, and Kentucky is among them. The other institutions competing for the California player's talent include UConn, Kansas, Baylor, Arizona, USC, Tennessee, Washington, Arizona State, and UCLA. Despite having officially received Kentucky's offer just yesterday afternoon, Yesufu has already become a familiar name among Wildcats fans. The fact that Kentucky is Yesufu's last official visit boosts Pope and his team's hopes of securing this talented wing's commitment. Yesufu's recruitment is far from concluded, and Kentucky faces fierce competition from elite programs across the country. However, the Wildcats' inclusion in Yesufu's final list and the scheduling of his last official visit are positive indicators that Kentucky is well-positioned to secure this commitment. Tanda Yesufu is recognized for his versatility on the court, combining excellent scoring ability with robust defense. His height and physicality make him a threat both on the perimeter and inside, traits that fit perfectly with the style of play Mark Pope is implementing at Kentucky. Pope, in his first full recruiting cycle in Lexington, has the opportunity to build a solid class that can elevate the program to new heights. The next month will be crucial for Kentucky, with commitment announcements expected and official visits scheduled. Pope and his team must continue to demonstrate why Kentucky is the ideal choice for these young players. The tradition, resources, and unparalleled passion of Kentucky fans are factors that undoubtedly weigh in these athletes' decisions. What do you think? Who's coming to the Big Blue? Comment because it's important, guys.